So for the past few weeks, I've been thoroughly using Claude Code, and in this video, I just want to show you guys how you can actually use Claude Code to your max potential and get the best out of Claude Code. And as you can see, like I've completely maxed out my weekly usage and yeah, basically my usage credits as well. Basically, I've been like completely ramping up on Claude Code, and I absolutely love the potential. So love what I've done with this as well. If you're someone who has been using Claude Code, or if you're someone who is just getting started out with Claude Code, then yeah, this is gonna be super helpful. Now with that being said, let's just jump right into the video. Now the first point will be building your own workspace. So this is a regular desktop app, and you can use Claude Code from here. So there are two ways of currently using Claude Code, which is you can use it through your terminal and also from your Claude desktop app, which is this one, and also from your VS Code as well. Like if you're using Cursor, VS Code, or any other like IDE, then yeah, you can use it from here. But the first thing that I'd like to mention is that it's really important to actually create your own workspace. Why? Because Claude Code is like a supercomputer, not a supercomputer, but it's an assistant that knows everything about you if you treat it in that way. So to ensure that you're getting the most out of Claude Code, it's very important that you actually create your own workspace where you have all the files about you, your business, your personal life, maybe, if that's up to you. Like if you want to contain your information about your personal life, maybe your personal goals, then that's fine. But what I like to use Claude Code is that I provided it all the context about myself, my business, and what goals do I have, and what's my strategies, and how do I market my business, how do I get my clients, how do I deliver for my clients, everything about my business. I have provided it in the workspace, as you can see over here. So I'm currently using VS Code over here, and like I have all the information about myself and my business over here. Like it's properly structured up, especially regarding my client deliveries, and also my context about myself, my business, the plans that I have, and then the reference. And also basically I like to work around Claude Code around here, and as you can see, I have all the context about myself, my business, my current data, my goals, everything. So how this helps is that every time I start a Claude Code session, it basically knows everything about me. So that way the outputs that I get are like automatically much better. So that's the best way that it actually helps me out. And let's say if I'm working on a specific skill, or I'm trying to build something, or I'm trying to work on a client delivery, then yeah, I like to work around here because it knows everything as to how I work, what I work on, and my goals, my mindset, everything. So this helps me get the most out of Claude Code easily. And if you're wondering how did I get this workspace, then I basically got this space from Leah Motley's school community. I can actually provide the link to get that workspace in the description down below. You can just find it out over there. Like if you're not familiar with Leah Motley, is the goat of the AI automation agency business model. So I saw a video where he basically created this entire AI operating system, and he came up with this template where you basically it's your own workspace where you can have everything stored up, organized properly, so that yeah, the Claude can actually pull the right information whenever it's needed, and yeah, you can work properly from there on. Now with that being said, let's just move on to the second point, which is connect all applications that you use. And by applications, I mean the applications that you work with. So let's say if you're someone who's running a business, maybe an AI agency, let's just say, there's a lot of things that you have to do, such as maybe market research, creating content, or maybe doing outreach and doing sales and doing client delivery. So you got to work with a lot of applications in between, right? So let's say you're using Appify to scrape, or maybe you use Gmail, Slack to communicate and all of that. Like whichever business you're running, the applications that you use, you can actually connect all the applications together via two options. One is via API, or let's just say MCP, which is the best choice of course, and the other one is connectors. The way you can use connectors is that you can just click on over here, head over to connectors, and then just click on add connectors, head over to browse connectors. And by the way, this is between the Claude desktop app, and then you can just search between connectors. So let's say you use Slack quite often, so you can just search on Slack over here, connect your Slack account. And then if you use Gmail, then you can also search for Gmail over here, and then you have Figma. Like you have all the applications that you may possibly need to work on it from within your Claude environments. So how this helps you is that you basically get to work on everything from within your Claude environment, and that is extremely powerful because like this saves you a lot of time, and it definitely does save me a lot of time. So let's say I want to gather some market data, I want to do some competitor research, so I have connected my Appify account with Claude. So whenever I need to do some research, maybe I need to scrape anything, so in that case I just ask Claude that, hey, I want you to do some market research, maybe just see what my competitors are doing, what type of videos they're posting on YouTube. So what that does is basically Claude heads over to Appify, and then it scrapes all the data, and then it automatically gives me the answer in the environment over here. So I can just ask for Claude over here, and then it's gonna basically pull on all the data, and then yeah, it's gonna give me the output in this environment over here. And this automatically saves me a lot of time in the long run. So yeah, this is an absolute game changer. I will definitely recommend that any day. Moving on to the third point, which will be install relevant skills. Now if you guys do not know what skills are, I mean it's basically a type of code, let's just say, that helps Claude to basically understand how you work, what you work, and then it goes through a repeat process. So let's say if there's something you do quite often, then you can just turn this into a skill, and then you just give Claude the step-by-step instructions that, hey, I do this type of process in this way, in this step-by-step format. So this basically helps Claude to basically go through the skill, and then the next time you are trying to do a certain task, let's just say, so in that case Claude knows how you actually do that task, and it's going to execute accordingly. And since Claude Code came out, people have been coming up with a lot of insane skills out there that is actually helpful. Like, you will see a lot of skills on the internet, like maybe on Instagram, YouTube, whatever that is, but people will promote a lot of skills, but I feel like some of the skills are genuinely helpful, especially when it comes to using with Claude Code. So these are some of the skills that I mentioned over here. First one is the humanizer tool, and what this basically does is it basically humanizes your skill. So the way you can find these skills is basically you can just head over to GitHub and then just search for humanizer over here, and then you'll be able to see this skill. And this is the first one, because it basically has the most stars. The most stars a skill has, this definitely means that people are using this and people love it. So yeah, you can just judge how good a skill is maybe based on the stars. This is just my thought. So if I click on this skill and then I just click on over here, I click on copy, and then I head over to Claude Code, I can just paste the skill over here, and then I can just say that install this skill for me, and it'll do just that. And I already have this skill installed, and what this skill basically does is it basically removes the AI slop in your writing. So AI basically writes in a certain pattern, so each and every sentence, it kind of has some sort of EM dashes, let's just say. So what this does is basically turns your AI writing or your AI slop, and it turns it into a humanized version of the writing. So it basically looks like this was more likely written by a human than an AI, and it's quite good, like especially if you're doing copywriting, or you just don't want your content to look like AI slop, or maybe it's written by an AI. And then you can just use this skill. It's pretty helpful sometimes. So definitely recommend that. Pretty good to have as a necessity for your Claude Code environment. And the second one that I have is basically the code review graph, and this is quite good. Like, let me just bring it out over here. I think I was working on this one. So this is like actually quite insane. So what this does is basically, so this is the code review graph that I have over here, and this is regarding my business. And you can basically get a general overview of everything. Like, let's say if you're working on a specific project and you'd like to see on a broader perspective of what's happening around your business, then you can basically use this skill. So what this helps me does is basically I can see everything on a bigger picture, and this is quite fun to watch. So this is the skill over here, by the way. So it's called code review graph. You can just find it out on GitHub, and you can just install it the same way you installed the previous skill. What this does is basically it's gonna save you a lot of tokens, especially if you're working on bigger projects that has a lot of code, because every time you ask Claude a question, it goes through this entire context. It has to search through everything, and that usually takes up a lot of your tokens. And you can just hit your limits much faster. And of course that is not an advantage to you, because you just can't use Claude for longer, right? So what this skill basically does is it basically compresses the context in a graph-like structure that you just saw, and then it only pulls out the information whenever that's necessary. So how this helps you is that you get to use Claude for much longer, and this is super cool in my opinion. And then the third skill that I have right now is that caveman. There's a lot of skills out there, by the way. Like, if you're into video editing and stuff, then you can also use remotion skill or the hyperframe skill. Well, there's a tons of skills out there, but for this, I just wanted to mention some of the essentials. So and then the third one would be the caveman skill, and this is absolute genius. So what this caveman skill does is it instructs Claude in a way that it only outputs what's necessary, and it also compresses the code as well. So let's say you ask Claude to build something and it has 100 lines of code, right? So that application. So with this caveman skill over here, so once you install it, so what this will do is that it'll turn that 100 lines of code, and then it'll try to analyze that. All right, what if we can turn this 100 lines of code into maybe, let's say, 10 to 12 lines of code? Is that even possible? Can we achieve that? So it's gonna try to make your code even more efficient. In that case, it's gonna be basically helping your Claude become more efficient, especially in terms of token usage, and you get to use Claude for much longer, because it's gonna decrease your token usage by a lot actually. It's mentioning 65% over here, and I've been using it for a while, even though it's not that high, but once you install it, you can actually feel the difference, because you can actually use Claude for much longer, in my opinion. So basically the third tip that I would definitely recommend is installing the right skills right away. And then the fourth one would be let's just say you install Claude Code, you're getting things up and running, you just finished through all the first three. Now you're trying to figure out what you should do. So this is the highest ROI thing that you can actually do, in my opinion, and this is exactly what Claude Code is built for. So what it actually, like, what you can actually do is that automate or focus on like giving Claude the tasks that you actually work on the most, like the ones that take you the most amount of time, and also the ones that is absolutely highest ROI. Like, as myself, who runs an AI agency, so what I do is, like, I usually make contents, videos like this one, where I put out into my YouTube channel, and this basically takes me a lot of time to basically come up with the video ideas, and then script, and then also record the videos, and then edit the videos. So usually I used to do all of these things by myself, but I'm using Claude right now to basically just automate the entire process. So currently what I'm doing right now is I actually kind of automated the entire video editing process. So what Claude actually does is that it basically, like, once a video has been recorded, it actually analyzes the video, it cuts the video accordingly. It's also gonna cut this video as well that you're seeing right now, because I'm not gonna be working on this shit anymore. I definitely don't want to edit my videos anymore. So I'm gonna be using Claude Code to edit this exact video that you're seeing over here. And just to show you something special, so how I'm actually cutting my videos is that I actually gave Claude Code a signal. First of all, I actually trained it on a lot of my video ideas as to how I actually do my videos, how I speak, and when should it actually trim the videos or cut the videos. So the signal that I give Claude is that I basically give the snap over here. So once Claude detects the snap, like this one again, because I started again, so what it's gonna do is it's gonna basically get the audio clip of the snap over here, and once it gets the spike from the snap audio, so what it's gonna do is it's gonna understand that, all right, I fumbled at this part of the video, so it's gonna basically analyze this transcript accordingly and then try to rearrange the clips after cutting it. So it's like super cool, and especially it saves me a lot of time as well. And it actually took me a lot of time to actually figure this out. But if you're wondering how I actually build this, then I actually use the remotion skill and also the hyperframe skill. Like, both are the same thing kind of, but hyperframe skill is, I think, quite better. But anyways, I just came up with those skills. I gave Claude those skills, and then so now I'm using those skills to edit my videos. And yeah, this is like super helpful. So the main thing to focus on is that basically, like, figure out which task that you're working on a day-to-day basis, like you're spending the most amount of time on, and then see if you can actually automate that task with Claude. So yeah, and also, like, it's a huge bonus point if that task that you're trying to automate has a big ROI, like you're working on your business and not inside your business. So I hope that makes sense. Now the fifth point, use the /goal command to basically get your Claude on fucking steer. Like, if you're watching this video and maybe you've used Claude Code, and maybe if you've used this command, this /goal command, like yeah, this, I'm talking about this one. Like, if I click on /goal, yeah, this exact command that I'm talking about over here. If you've used this command, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, then this is the ultimate power of Claude Code, in my opinion, because what this does is it puts your Claude Code on fucking steroids. Like, so what this does is, like, you give Claude Code an instruction, not an instruction I'd say, but rather a proper, specific, dialed in plan, a detailed plan as to what you're looking for. So let's say I got a website project for one of my clients, and I'm trying to build this website. And of course, now these kinds of AI are like super smart. Like, we have Opus 5 over here, Sonnet, not Sonnet, but like Opus, Fable. Like, these are insanely powerful models, and like building websites are like absolutely nothing for them. It's all about how you're actually prompting the AI. So let's say I have actually prepared a proper plan for creating a website step by step, and like I have mentioned everything that I want in the website. All right, like starting from the headers, the footers, how many pages it will have, what's the website gonna be about, what elements do I want to have in the website. I have a proper detailed plan. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just basically paste the plan over here in this text section, and then I'm gonna just basically run this /goal command. That's it. And then I'm gonna click on enter, and then I'm just gonna head over to sleep. I'm just gonna go sleep, and then once I wake up, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open my laptop. Actually, you cannot close your laptop, by the way, or your desktop when Claude Code is running. But yeah, I'm just gonna head over to Claude Code and then see what's up. And what I'm gonna see is I'm gonna see Claude Code basically initiate and execute each and every step of the website, and basically hand me over the entire website. Like, if you need anything built, you can just run the /goal command, and then it's gonna start executing, and it's not gonna stop until it's done building. That's how insane it is. So yeah, but there's a few drawbacks to this goal command, and I'd like to mention that out as well. Is that if you're actually trying to use this command, you have to make sure that, like, you're using it in the right way, because like if your prompt or your instructions are not properly well dialed in, or not properly written, then you'll have no idea what it's gonna do, and it's gonna keep on running and running. And how that's gonna affect you is that you're gonna be like leaving out on tokens over here. Like it's gonna take up a lot of your tokens, and it's gonna like take out all of your usage credits and all. And yeah, it's basically you're gonna be hitting your limits much faster, and yeah, it's gonna take up all your limits as well. And I have faced that as well. But the good thing here is that if you can prompt it properly, if you actually can explain it exactly what the output is gonna be like, then yeah, it's gonna deliver it to you right away. Alright guys, so these are basically the 5 tips that I have for this video. And honestly, I could drop a lot of more tips, but this would basically increase the length of this video, and I just wanted to keep this short and as highly insightful as possible. So I'm just gonna keep it till now for this video, but I'll be releasing a lot of videos regarding Claude Code, especially in my channel. So like if you're someone who's building with Claude Code, then yeah, feel free to subscribe to this channel, and let me know if you found this video helpful. If so, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe. And also, if you're a business owner who's trying to implement AI into your business but you're not sure how, then yeah, you can just book a call with me in the link down below. So that's it for today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.